Justice. A single word we always utter. Is it vivid or black with the smokes of ashes? Ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to all of you. Our country, the Philippines, is being praised and admired by many because we Filipinos are hospitable. We have a stronghold of extending concerns for others. We open-heartedly welcome visitors in our places with big smiles drawn in our faces. We even prepare a banquet to ensure that our guests are comfortable. But with all those mentioned acts, do we all Filipinos share the same feeling of how our government and fellow citizens treat us? Is being hospitable applicable for all, or is it just for elites and aliens? Are our government actions and programs equal, fair, and just? Well, for us, definitely not. For more than 2 decades of existence, I constantly witness fellow Filipinos mourning and suffering from discrimination, racism, and injustices.
Yes, the Philippine 1987 Constitution and the Universal Declaration of Human Rights encapsulates the liberty of life, right to education, participation, access to public services, and other aspects concerning the welfare and security of every human individual. Yet, concretely applied with full fabrication and biases, logical reasonings of our readers and to those individuals to hold the position of providing service to the public are being clouded with cruelty and greed due to the obsession with the culture of crab mentality. As such, the justice program in our country, the Philippines, is just an illusion for marginal Filipinos who are mostly living a simple life in a far-flung and remote locale in the country. These groups and families are usually deprived of experiencing intervention and implementation of education, health, and economic programs to alleviate illiteracy, poverty, and hunger.
In a specific instance, a patient delivered in a hospital catching air to live with a clot full of bloodstains is being disregarded and ignored due to the financial capability to pay for the expense in performing medication. So surreal to imagine that many individuals suffer from this kind of management, where just recently 15 billion worth of PhilHealth funds is being hoarded by the agency officials. The funds must have been utilized in improving public health, providing free medication to all Filipinos. But sadly, it was not the case. Additionally, our farmers who plow rice fields under the striking heat of the sun, cultivating crops to sustain our needs in foods, are being paid less than their expenses. They are even criticized and degraded without realizing that their strengths and efforts are what feeds us. During electoral campaigns, we can always hear politicians promising to address the challenges of our dear farmers. When a victory reigned, sweet promises became swallowed candy.
Philippines, a country rich in resources with multitude of social injustices, a country with fame seeker and gold digger system, no social justice. Injustices are multiplying fold by fold. You may be wondering if there is no social justice in the Philippines, then what about criminal justice? This would be a shameful answer. Accordingly, our country has the slowest justice system. This is mainly because of the rampant bribes and corruption practiced by our national police and other judicial authorities. We shouldn't have to forget what happened 10 years ago in the Maguindanao massacre. Many families lost the lives of their loved ones without achieving the justice they truly deserved. The case until now is silent and somehow put into a memory. No single indication that our government is working to let the criminals pay for the damage they have caused to our fellow Filipinos in Mindanao.
Only a week ago, we witnessed a police officer brutally kill a mother and a son in front of the public due to some pretty discourse. A traumatizing event, bright daylight with eyes wide open. An individual who is believed will give us protection made us realize that trusting authorities is as risky as facing a life and death battle nowadays.
We never really have experienced a fulfillment of justice in any dimension in our country. Our laws are enough, yet our leaders, the individual who work behind those laws, are incompetent and monsters.
Thereupon, we should have to crush the power these monsters are wielding rather than press for maximum advantage.
In our current situation, we need to act to amplify our rights, denounce injustices, and decide that would make difference.